Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Season 2, Episode 18. No matter how many lives. Last episode, they slashed both of their heads off at the same time. But then, Tanjiro was not able to move, and then Usui is like, it's not over. Do something. I don't quite remember what it was, but those two were gonna explode and everything. So he needed Tanjiro to move, and then the explosion happened. And I'm like, I don't believe they're dead. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. The end. Now I've already seen the movie. No need to do that. Okay, I need to go back and see a couple of scenes. There were a few things that I needed to rewatch just so I can try to make some kind of sense. Is the master poisoned? Because his skin condition or whatever looks like it looks like the way Inosuke looked, with poison and everything, and how Usui also looked like. And if that's the case, then can Nezuko save him as well? I don't know. When I first saw the mark on his face, I thought it just looked like the mark that Rengoku's father mentioned in that one letter about people that have those marks that are special and stuff like that. That's what I thought. But then we saw him this episode, and it's like all over him, and he's coughing out blood. So clearly, it's not just a mark on the side of the face. It's something that's taking over his whole body, and that's causing him to die, probably. So I'm assuming he's been poisoned. It's demon poison that's not curable by anything that the demon slayers have. So that means I feel like that our girl's gonna be the one that saves him, assuming that it is poison. And maybe that's also why Muzan is so adamant about killing Nezuko. That's why he told Dake, right, to kill her. Maybe because she can't heal the master. I don't know. But yeah, she's the one that saved everybody. Okay. When Gyutaro unleashed his thing, the box broke open, and then she used her powers to burn everything away. And yeah, and then Tanjiro decided to go look around. Well, first Zenitsu was crying out because he was back to being his normal self. He told Tanjiro how Inosuke was really hurt, and that how his heartbeat was getting fainter and fainter. And then I'm like, oh yeah, he did get stabbed in the heart. My mind never went to the fact that he also would be poisoned, because Gyutaro has poison on his scythe and everything. So when he attacked him at first, Inosuke said that he rearranged his body so that his heart wasn't affected by the the blow and everything. I never thought about him being poisoned, especially after he said that he grew up on the mountainside and that he's immune to poison and everything like that. My mind never went back there. So when Tanjiro got there, it's like he's being poisoned, and what can I do? He thought about sending a message to Lady, what was her name again? The healer. But it's like, this is not gonna work. And that's when Nezuko jumped in and they burned the poison off of them. And then the girls were crying over Uzui also there. He was trying to say these last words, but nah, she wasn't letting him getting a word in. And then Nezuko showed up and burnt the poison away from him as well. And Tanjiro wanted to make sure that Daki and Gyutaro were dead. So Nezuko was carrying him around since he can't move. He was carrying him, or she was carrying him around. They found a pool of blood. He got the sample, sent it to Lady Tamayo, I believe that was her name. And then they went and found the two heads arguing, slunging accusations at each other. And I'm like, of course, they're going to do the thing that they do, you know, when you spend the whole time the demon is killing people and doing stuff. You spend the whole time hitting this demon, wanting them to die. And then when it's time to die, then they go into the backstory to show you exactly what happened to them that made them, the way they are now. And of course, you're going to feel some kind of way about it, you know. And it is sad, there are circumstances, but in my particular case, I don't know. Like, I understand how your circumstances can change you into who you are now. Some people go through bad stuff, but they don't turn out like Daki or, Gyutaro. So it's like we can't, even though you understand what pushed them to become the way they are, you can't always, like excuse it or anything like that. I don't know. I guess in this particular case, I wasn't really, it didn't really affect me the way it did. Who was it? The family of spiders. I'm trying to remember his name. I don't forget. It was in season 1. I forgot the guy I'm thinking about. His story, like, he made me cry. So, but this two, I'm like, I'm glad they reconciled at the end there, because the brother was like, his one regret was that he was the one that raised her, and that he basically taught her to attack before anything, and made her the way she is. So he felt guilty about that particular aspect of it, because she was beautiful. She could have had a different life had it not been for him raising her. So that was cool. And then when they met sort of like in the afterlife, and he was like basically trying to set her free, but she didn't want that, and then she jumped on his back and they reconciled, and then they walked toward the flames, which, I mean, it's cool that they made up, right, in the afterlife. Just like, Tanjiro was asking himself that, and then Nezuko was like, yeah, I mean, it's cool and all, but I'm like, whatever. That Hashira showed up at the end, the one with the different eyes and then the snake. I don't know his name. I probably knew it, but I forgot. They didn't mention it in this episode, so I don't know. And the way he was talking to Uzui, you feel that he is stronger than Uzui, and you feel like he's condescending when it comes to Uzui. Like, that little upper rank, like that lower upper rank, you had such a trouble defeating them or something or other, but I guess I don't applaud you for doing it and whatever. And Uzui said, well, he asked Uzui when he was gonna go back to becoming an upper rank, like when he's gonna come back to full force, even though he lost a hand and an eye. And he's like, no, I'm retiring. And then I remember the flashback where Hinatsu was saying how they should, after they defeat an upper rank, that they should retire, and they've defeated an upper rank, so they're retiring. And then this dude is like, no, I can't allow it, because we already lost Rengoku. We're not gonna lose you, and the young demon slayers are dying off way too early. And Uzui just told him that there is another, basically Tanjiro, that's gonna reach his full potential soon. And he said that this Hashira hates Tanjiro. Why? I'm trying to remember first season when they all the Hashiras were there, and then you had Nezuko and Tanjiro there, and they were trying to decide whether to kill Nezuko and whatnot. I'm trying to remember if there was something that indicated that he hated Tanjiro, but I don't remember that. I know Tanjiro headbutted the dude that was stucking the knife, the swords through Nezuko in the box and everything. I remember that dude. I remember Tanjiro headbutting that dude. I just don't remember why. Maybe because he headbutted him and that's why he did he jump in there? I don't know. But he clearly doesn't like Tanjiro, and he was surprised that Tanjiro was still alive. And yeah, and then that's when they went to the master, and then the master was like, they finally defeated an upper demon. It's been 100 years now because they've defeated this demon. The news is gonna spread, and then it's gonna reach Muzan, and excuse me, that Muzan has been the blemish on on his family. First of all, I'm not quite sure if they said it before or if I knew or if I don't know, but like, how old is the master? He speaks like he's someone that's super old. He said it's been like for 100 years, something, and then they're gonna be able to defeat Muzan in his generation or something or other like that, and he looks super young here. But how old is he exactly? The woman that was there, is he his wife? Because the kids, when he started coughing, then the woman called after the kids, and the kids were like, "Father, father." So I'm assuming the woman close to him was his wife. What has Muzan done to their family? I'm assuming if he is poisoned, I'm assuming Muzan is the cause of it. And since Muzan is this super strong demon, there's probably not gonna be any cure for that poisoning, which is why I'm saying that Nezuko is probably gonna be the one to cure him, unless he dies first. But somehow I don't think so. I mean, with her having cured Uzui and Inosuke, he should hear about that, right? And if he is poisoned, then he should think that she could help him as well. So yeah. What else happened this episode that's worth me? Oh yeah. Akaza showed up, right? That's his name. Yeah, Akaza. He showed up at the Infinity Castle or whatever because he was clearly summoned by Muzan. And that means an upper rank was killed. I was just remembering the flashback of the two demons when Gyutaro was speaking. Well, it was his flashback. And he was carrying the body of what was the name of her originally? Something Mu, I forgot. Daki, he was carrying Daki, and then that's when an upper rank 6 came upon them, and he's probably the one that saved them, right? At first, I was thinking, okay, he's upper 6, and then these two became upper 6. So I'm like, okay, at first I was like, did they defeat? Are they allowed to fight amongst each other? I don't know. But I was thinking, what, did they push this dude out of his upper 6 rank? But now I'm thinking, if that dude was an upper 6 and then they became upper 6, maybe that dude went up, in the ranks, not that he was defeated or anything, but that he went up in the ranks. So if he did, what rank would he be right now? I believe Akaza's rank is an upper 3, right? If I remember correctly. So what rank would this person be? They didn't even say his name, so I don't even know if he's still alive or not. I'm assuming he's alive. Or maybe Muzan killed him for having given... I doubt it. Oh, whatever. I don't know why my mind goes going all over those places. But yeah, Daki and Gyutaro are dead. They defeated an upper rank demon. Everybody is alive. The master is super happy. Lady Tamayo has a sample of an upper rank blood. And yeah, that's basically it. I was like so surprised when I saw that this would be the last episode of the season. But then I remembered, I didn't watch the first 8, I believe, because it was focused on the movie. And since I've already seen the movie, maybe had I seen those, I would have been like, okay, I guess we're done. But I was really surprised. So yeah, I love this season, this second entertainment district arc. It was fun and scary at times, but I knew my boys were gonna be safe. I'm glad Uzui is safe as well because I was really worried, especially after we lost Rengoku. But I'm super glad he's alive. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, I guess I'll see you whenever Demon Slayer comes back. So bye.